What's going on, people, and welcome back to the channel. So I'm going to do a match reaction to the Old Firm derby that happened today. Rangers 3, Celtic 0 at Ibrox. Rangers finally beating the Hoops in an Old Firm game. Philip Clement getting a much needed victory over Brendan Rodgers and Celtic. No complaints today. Rangers were dominant throughout this game. Celtic extremely poor, very disappointing. Celtic deserved nothing from this game. So many players were off it. Hatate, McGregor, they were awful in the middle of the pitch. Raskin dominated in the middle of the pitch with Diamande. It was so bad from Celtic from start to finish. Thought Kuhn had a poor game. I didn't think Celtic got going at all. And Rangers deserved the wins. Rangers wanted it more. Rangers won every battle. It was so disappointing. It was un-Celtic-like. You know, Celtic have been so good in this fixture over the last 3 years or so, under Ange and obviously under Brendan. But today, you know, finally Brendan Rodgers loses to Rangers. You know, it's only his second defeat in 21. That's an impressive record. But, yeah, the game started. Celtic, I thought, started okay. You know, not great. You know, Kyogo had 2 chances, half chances, which come into the box. But Rangers grew into the game and took over. You know, it was really poor from Celtic. Rangers took the lead. It was so bad from Scales. Scales was horrendous today. Thought he was absolutely garbage today. Really was bad. Thought he shat it today. Really was bad from Liam Scales. Passes it into the middle of the pitch. You know, Rangers intercept it. Comes into Raskin. Raskin rolls it into Hadji. Hadji then gets on the edge of the box. Hits it through Carter Vickers' legs. In past Schmeichel into bottom corner. Rangers have won the up. Deserved it as well. Rangers were just dominant. They really were. They were by far the better team, unfortunately, today. Really was poor from Celtic. It really was just not good enough from Celtic. It was so frustrating. It really was. Watching it, it really was bad. Rangers kept piling on the pressure. You know, they hit the bar. You know, Cherney got the ball, cut inside, hit a shot, came off Carter Vickers. Schmeichel was stranded, but it came off, luckily for Celtic, it came off the crossbar. It was so bad from Celtic in this game. Rangers, you know, kept going forwards. You know, Rangers were the ones posing the questions. Rangers were the dominant side. And at half-time, it was Rangers 1, Celtic 0. Celtic were very fortunate Rangers didn't score more because Rangers should have got more. They really should have done. You know, a few balls coming into the box and things. And Rangers, some really good play as well at times. Really was bad. Thought Barami as well. He was good today. I thought he gave us all sorts of problems. Second half begins. You know, Celtic came out. There was no improvement, I don't think. You know, Celtic, you know, Kyogo had one where he literally got played in. You know, he was just offside. He got between Proper and Sterling the only time he did in the game. You know, chipped it over Kelly, who came in for Butland today, who was injured. But it was offside. It wasn't offside that they got right. Proper then got the second goal. You know, it's from a corner. You know, it's really poor. You know, Carter Vickers loses Proper from the corner. It comes in. You know, Schmeichel saves the first effort. But unfortunately for him, it comes out and Proper's there. No one marking him, scores. We didn't test Robin Proper today. Robin Proper's been really dodgy for Rangers this season. Didn't test him. Really was poor. Thought both wingers were extremely poor today. You know, they had pace. You know, Kyogo, the times he did try and get it Proper, you know, got in, you know, twice in the whole game. Celtic didn't do that enough. But Rangers were 3-0. They deserved it as well. You know, Cherney hit the post. You know, once again, it was Scales, you know, giving the ball away, you know, into McGregor in the middle of the pitch. It was intercepted. Cherney got the ball. Taylor was caught up the pitch. And Cherney, you know, all he needs to do is put it past Schmeichel. He put it past Schmeichel, hit the post and bounced out. Celtic were very fortunate. It wasn't 3-0 at that point. Celtic did consider third goal. It was Danilo. Danilo came on straight away. He scored. You know, he scored against us in the cup final as well. It's really poor, you know, from Celtic. Again, you know, Carter Vickers tries to get something on it. He does, but it deflects into the path of Danilo. You know, Danilo then hits it into the net. 3-0 Rangers. Game over. 11 points in it still. You know, Celtic are, I don't think are going to lose the league or anything like that. I think it's come too late for Rangers to come back in the league. You know, I think this is going to be a consolation victory in terms of the league. But Rangers, you know, it's a good performance from them. You know, they deserved it. They were by far the better team today. You know, Celtic need to take this result on the chin. You know, the unbeaten run's gone. There'll be no invincible season this year. You know, very poor from us today going there. You know, it was really bad. There was an incident with Arnie Engels and the bottle being thrown at him. You know, it's really bad. You know, that happens in these games. Both sets of fans do it. They throw bottles at and coins at players of the opposition team and at their own players at times. It's shocking. It really is bad. Shouldn't be happening. You know, that fan should be banned for life and given a jail sentence. To be honest, it's not a Rangers fan, you know. They're just an idiot who just, you know, ruins football for everyone. But yeah, next up for Celtic is it's against St Mirren at home. You know, St Mirren beat Rangers, obviously, last week. You know, on Boxing Day, beating 2-1. You know, St Mirren will be a hard game, you know, coming to Celtic Park. You know, Celtic hopefully can carry on their decent home form. You know, Celtic have been better at home than they have been away this season. So hopefully we can get a result against St Mirren. Rangers play Hibs on Sunday. They play earlier than us, so Rangers can cut the points gap again back down to 8 if they win that game. This is the type of game where Rangers get this result today, then they go to Hibs and they get beat. It wouldn't surprise you if that happened, or they draw. You know, Clement has saved his skin for another day. You know, he needed to get a result today, and he did, you know. But yeah, Celtic is disappointing to lose an Old Firm game. It's never nice. But we've been so used to winning them. You know, we had to lose at some point. Unfortunately, things don't last forever. You know, Rangers are going to have their spells in this derby as well. You know, they're going to beat us now and then. No, most of the time, they beat us when the games mean nothing or the pressure's off. You know, it's too far gone. Like, I don't think Rangers will win the league. I think it's too late for that. You know, I think the league may well be over by the time Celtic and Rangers meet again. In March, you know, at Celtic Park. You know, Celtic as well at Celtic Park against Rangers. You know, normally Celtic beat them at Parkhead. So we know what we need to do in our next Old Firm game. You know, the cup final as well. I thought Rangers were better than us. You know, they sort of worked out how to play against us, I think. You know, so we need to think of a different way to beat them. I still think we got a better team. You know, the stats don't lie. We're still the better side in terms of the league campaign. You know, we're more consistent. We end up winning most of the time when it comes to leagues and cups and everything. But we did get a little bit lucky in the League Cup with the penalty incident with Liam Scales. But, you know, he was shocking today. It should have been Austin Trusty today, I think. Him and Carter Vickers, you know. Scales has been decent this season, but he was really poor today. Got caught out numerous times. But he wasn't the only one. You know, McGregor was poor. Hatate needs to go, I think. I think we need to sell Hatate. Nowhere near it today. He was extremely poor. You know, Raskin won that battle with him, you know, with the midfield. You know, Raskin was the reason why Rangers won that midfield battle. He was all over us. Him and Diamande and Barami, they were just better than us today in the middle of the pitch. You know, Coombe was ineffective, I think. You know, didn't go at Jeffy once. The only time he did, Jeffy got booked. We just didn't do it enough. I thought Taylor was decent. I thought Taylor was the only one who actually done a decent game. You know, Cherney, the only time he really had a chance was that one when he hit the post. But I thought he dealt well with Cherney, to be honest. Maeda was poor. We need to get another winger to help Maeda because Maeda can't play all the time on the left. You know, McGregor was poor. It was just a really poor game from Celtic. Hope dust ourselves down, take it on the chin, you know. Rangers don't beat us very often, so you know they're going to gloat and celebrate this win because they needed it and they wanted it more today. But yeah, on to St Mirren on Sunday, where hopefully we can forget about this result and get another win against Stephen Robinson's men. It'll be tough, but we're at home, you know, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully, you know, Brendan and the players realise that's not acceptable. You know, there's a way to lose, but that shouldn't be it, you know, but it is what it is. Thanks for watching this video. Take care. I'll do a reaction to the St Mirren game on Sunday, where hopefully Celtic will get back to winning ways after a poor result today. Peace.